Hello guys and welcome to Effect Zero Profile Production and the first part of Sakura Night 2. So we are in for Sakura Night 2 now. I've been waiting to do this actually for more than I would have liked to wait for it. So let's see how many pictures there are. 6, 12, 15. 15 pictures. That means 15 episodes most likely. So let's just start. The country of Lemuria is a peaceful one, but that wasn't always the case. Only a couple of decades prior, the people of this land lived in fear. They were ruled by evil demon queen Gunhild, who crushed all opposition with her army of monsters. Okay, there's probably gonna be some introductions on what happened and everything, backstory and so. I'm gonna read it even though I'd rather skip it. The downtrodden populace began to lose hope. They feared that nobody would be able to stand up to Gunhild and her mighty forces. But then a miracle happened. My mother, Cressida, assembled a party of warriors and she faced Gunhild head on. Nobody believed that she would be able to best the demon queen. But they were soon forced to eat their words. After a long and difficult battle, my mother emerged victorious. She struck the final blow and Gunhild was defeated once and for all. 22 years of peace and harmony have passed since then. The demon queen might be gone, but night and adventures aren't completely obsolete. Each city and town has a guild wherein travelers can take on quests for extra coins. These quests typically involve slaying monsters which have been causing havoc near towns and villages. It's because of these adventures that the people of our country can live without fear. They nip threats in the bud and they help out country prosper. I want to be a knight too, just like my mother. It's been my dream ever since I was a child to take up a sword. Don shining plate armor and head off into the unknown. Unfortunately, my parents weren't very supportive in my dream. They've always been incredibly overprotective. Why do you need to go out and fight, Estelle? I practiced the art of the sword so I could keep my future children safe. I hate if you got hurt. That's what my mother always said. But after picturing her, I was able to sway her. When my mother saw how serious I was about my humble dream, she relented. She handed me some money and her old sword. Then bade me farewell. Goodbye, Estelle. Please stay safe. Don't talk to any strange men. And change your underwear every day. Make sure to have regular baths. Don't cross any bridges with trolls beneath them. Write those letters as often as you can. And remember that we love you. You can come back home anytime you want and welcome you with open arms. And so it was. With a tearful embrace, serious, protracted, heartfelt goodbyes, I set off into the big wide world to make my mark on history. I admit at the start of my journey I ran into a few hiccups. My mom might even have warned me to not speak to any strange man, but she didn't tell me not to speak to any strange woman. I got taken in by a swindling cat called Tart who stole my mother's sword and all my money. Dazed and confused, I feared for the worst. But as I was rescued by an unfortunate circumstance by a beautiful elf called Felicia. The pair of us traveled the biggest city in Lemuria, Grimoire. We took on quest to the local guild, made friends with a wolf girl called Rune, and tracked down the nefarious Tart. We took my mother's sword back and all our money, even managed to secure Tart's loyalty. Now that we are part of 4, Felicia, Rune, Tart, and we are going to take on as many quests as we can and make names for ourselves all across Lemuria. That's my dream. I'm nowhere near my mother's level yet, but I can't afford to give up. You don't need to have weapons or sword skills to be a good fighter. It's enough to be fast and smart. And that's what I am. I'm quite fast, actually. I can outrun the most things that would cause me problem. I mean, I can run as fast as a car. Not a car in top speed, but a car in moderate speed I can actually keep up with. I'm going to practice my skills with a sword every day and slay many monsters until I can finally call myself a knight. My journey is just about fighting, however. During my travels I managed to forge a lot of new relationships. I'm practically close to... Well, Felicia is fun. She's an elf girl, but she's a bit nuts because elves lives differently than that. Tart, I hate her. Rune, even though she is technically a fake wolf girl, I like her the most. Rune is a sweet wolf girl that Felicia and I met during our missions, gathered the rare mysterious Luna flora and the flower with healing properties. Rune was charged with guarding the cave where the Luna flower dwelled. In the beginning she was rather hostile, but we have since grown closer. She earnest and duty-driven, but she's not serious that she can't smile. She's not serious? But she's not so serious that she can't smile. That's I think what I want to say. She's absolutely adores sweets, and the way her eyes light up when she eats crepes is adorable. Since Rune dislikes Tart, she sleeps in the inn with me. Tart and Felicia meanwhile share another room. Thanks to the sleeping arrangement, I probably spent the most time with Rune out of all members of my party. Maybe that's what allowed our relation to grow so close. She's a dear friend. Though we've done so much together, I'm not sure if friendship really covers our relationship anymore. We've done some pretty intimate things together, actually. I never thought a simple pillow fight could result in something so steamy. I can't help but laugh a little at that. I still blush when I remember the night we shared together. Actually, all guys, I don't believe in it, but most guys want to think every time a girls have sleepover, they result in a pillow fight and then result in sex. That's what most guys want to believe, so yeah. But I don't believe in that. Sure, if you ever got to know it, would be a little amusing, but it doesn't mean that's what all guys want to believe that always happens. I like Rune a good deal. I might even love her. But since that night we've not really spoken about our feelings. We haven't cuddled or kissed either. It's all very confusing. But I'm appreciative of Rune's company all the same. Now that I have friends by my side, a sword in my hand and money in my purse, there's nothing I can't do. I'm cautiously optimistic to see what the future holds, and I'm determined to develop my skills. I might be feeling confident about my future prospects, but I bet that my mom and dad will be worried sick. Contrary to my mom's demands, I haven't written a single letter since I left home. I've been far too busy. I wonder if that makes me a bad daughter. It's not like I don't love my parents, that isn't the issue at all. I love my mom and dad very much. It's just sometimes, well, it can be a bit much. Still, now that things have calmed down, I really should write them. I wonder what I put my parchment. I fish about a drawer in my desk, unearthing some parchment, a pot of ink and a quill. I dip my quill in the ink and sit down for a few months pondering. How should I begin? Dear Mom and Dad would probably be a good place to start. New clothes. Well, that works. No? The minutes tick by slowly. Actually, these clothes are a lot more work into creating than the usual ones she wore before. So that's good. The minutes tick by slowly. The scratching of my quill and Rune's soft snores is late at night and she is asleep, drifts lazily in the air. Once I feel both sides of parchment in my handwriting, I decide to call it a night. I sound out my name with a flourish and raise my arms above my head. My fingers feel a little stiff after gripping the quill for so long, and there are a few spots of ink down the front of my clothes. I really am clumsy. I'm never going to be able to become a real knight if I can't handle a little bit of letter writing. This is nothing compared to fighting enemies in the forest. You'd think for a girl who spent her childhood kneading dough, my stamina would be a bit better. I still need to work on that. I yawn, pressing a hand to my mouth, tears beading my eyes. I woke up in the middle of the night and I tried to I wouldn't go back to sleep. It's still dark out right now, but a few days will dawn soon. Then Felicia will be up rapping on my door in the familiar musical manners of hers. The four of us need to head out to the guild today, like every other day. I'm sure the guild, Mistress Alex, her name is, will all have a lot of new quests for us to take on. I have to do my best so as not to let my party down. I can do it. That is the first picture. So that is actually where we're gonna end it. Even though that picture, I'm pretty sure that was in the other Sakura night too, but it doesn't count because I already did the intro for that. I actually did that over 6 months ago. Yeah. But not too far before 6 months ago, because Sakura Succubus, I only had time to do a couple of episodes before I actually had to not be able to do any episode for a while. But that was all I have for Sakura Night 2 this time. That's it, and see you next time. Bye bye!